Today, I am reviewing the ASUS ROG Strix Scar 18 2026 gaming laptop. If at any time you'd like to explore this product for yourself and grab it at a great price, be sure to check the links below the video. If you have been waiting for a laptop that actually replaces a high-end desktop, you might want to pay close attention because the ASUS ROG Strix Scar 18 for 2026 is arguably the most aggressive piece of hardware I have ever put on my desk. After spending the last 2 weeks putting this machine through its paces, I have found that while it is an absolute monster in terms of pure power, there are some very real-world trade-offs that you need to be aware of before you drop this much money. You can find the current pricing and more specific configuration details by checking the links below the video. Starting with the performance, the combination of the Intel Core Ultra 9 290HX and the RTX 5090 is frankly overkill for almost anything you would throw at it today. I spent a lot of time testing this with some of the most demanding titles currently on the market, and the frame rates are consistently staggering. The 4K resolution on an 18-inch screen is usually a point of contention for me because it can make text hard to read or windows feel small, but the Nebula HDR panel here is genuinely impressive. Having 2000 dimming zones means you get true blacks that actually rival high-end desktop monitors. When you pair that with the 240Hz refresh rate, the motion clarity is noticeably better than what I saw on last year's model. If you are a competitive gamer who also does professional color-accurate creative work, this is one of the few screens that actually satisfies both needs simultaneously. However, let's talk about the physical experience of using this thing. It is massive. This is not a laptop you're going to be throwing into a light backpack to take to a coffee shop every day. It is heavy, the power brick is essentially a brick, and the cooling system, while incredibly effective, is loud when you push it. ASUS went with a new tri-fan setup and a massive vapor chamber, and it does a great job of keeping the internals from throttling. Even after 3 hours of intense gaming, the keyboard deck stayed surprisingly cool, which is a major win for the Scar series. But you pay for that thermal management with fan noise. If you are playing without a headset, you are definitely going to hear the fans ramping up during heavy loads. One feature that genuinely surprised me was the tool-free access. I usually dread opening up laptops because of tiny screws and hidden latches, but being able to pop the bottom panel off to upgrade the RAM or add an extra SSD without needing a screwdriver is a huge quality-of-life improvement. For someone like me who likes to tinker, this is a massive selling point. It makes the machine feel much more sustainable in the long run. Now, for the disappointments. The Anime Vision lid display is cool for the first 5 minutes, but it is ultimately a gimmick. It adds weight and cost, and in my day-to-day use, it just stayed off. I would have much preferred if that budget had gone into a slightly higher capacity battery or a more premium chassis material. Speaking of the battery, do not expect to leave your charger at home. Even with the power-efficient features of the Intel Core Ultra chip, the 4K screen and the sheer power draw of the RTX 5090 menu are tethered to a wall outlet for almost any serious work or play. If you are looking for a mobile workstation that lasts all day, this is not it. Also, the 1TB SSD included in the base model feels a bit stingy for a machine of this caliber. If you are buying a laptop with an RTX 5090, you are going to be installing massive games, and you will fill that drive up in a week. Plan on buying an extra M.2 drive immediately, which is luckily easy thanks to that tool-free access I mentioned. Connectivity is a bright spot, though. The dual Thunderbolt 5 ports are a nice touch for future-proofing, especially if you plan on using this as a hub for external monitors or high-speed storage arrays. Wi-Fi 7 performance was rock solid during my testing, and I saw significantly faster file transfers on my local network compared to my older Wi-Fi 6E devices. So, who is this for? If you are a hardcore enthusiast who wants a desktop replacement experience and you have the budget, this is arguably the best performing laptop on the market right now. The display quality alone puts it in a league of its own. But if you're a student, a frequent traveler, or someone who just wants a laptop for casual gaming, this is likely too much machine for you. You are paying a premium for features like the mini LED 4K screen and the top-tier GPU that you might not even fully utilize. You could easily find a more portable, cheaper machine that meets your needs. If you are leaning toward picking one up, remember to check the links below the video to see the current pricing and available configurations. It is a fantastic piece of engineering, but it is a niche product that demands a specific type of user. It is loud, it is heavy, and it is expensive, but it is also undeniably powerful. If you can live with the portability trade-offs, you're getting a machine that feels like it is truly pushing the boundaries of what a laptop can do.